Hey, my healthy allies. It's Allie from Allie's Losing It. Again, back after 11 months. Sorry about that. But welcome back to my channel, and thank you guys for coming back and supporting me through this whole crazy journey. I've been on Instagram, been on TikTok, got quite addicted to TikTok there for a minute. I cannot believe that it's been so long. So I'm going to do a quick update of my last video to this video, because I think there's been a little bit of changes, maybe. So I'm going to address those changes, and then I'm going to go into some more details about what happened, during the last 11 months. And then I would love to address some stuff that I'm excited to announce and some plans I have. So I really hope that I can figure out YouTube. I've been trying to do a little bit better. Got a laptop finally, so hopefully I can work on video editing. But I do want to let you guys know, not sure if you can hear it, but I am getting over a cold or a flu or something. I don't know. It was nasty. Thankfully it wasn't COVID, knock on wood. But please forgive me if I'm unable to edit out any coughs or if I have to grab some water. I will continue to get better at that. So that's another goal I have. So let's get started. So I will bring my information here, because guys, I'm a little bit more organized now. It only took me, what, a year and 4 months? Better late than never. So, last video was my 5-month update. In that video, I was 94 pounds down. So I had lost 94 pounds total. So my highest weight, just to kind of give you guys a refresher, was 330 pounds. So at the time, I was down 94 pounds. And so that would make me at that time around 236 pounds. Now, it is May 20th, 2021. I actually posted technically on a year and 4 months exactly. Didn't plan to, just kind of happened that way. But as of today, I have lost 157 pounds. Yeah. I don't know if I could actually put music or cheering in the video, so I'm just gonna do it myself. Yeah. So I've lost 157 pounds. So as of today, I am 172 pounds. Of course that fluctuates, but that's usually about the steady where I'm at currently, the most recently. I'm gonna put that away and I have a whole video to do. Sorry guys. Anyway, so I did have my 1-year surgery doctor's appointment with my surgeon's nurse practitioner. That was a mouthful. Maybe like 1 or 2 months ago. No, actually it was probably about 2 months ago. So it was a little after the year mark, just because of everything that's obviously going on. But around that time, I was fluctuating between about 178 to 183. And I told her that, and, I explained everything. And, obviously, I think I shared with you guys that my goal, like I never actually had like an official goal weight or whatever, but kind of what I put was 160 pounds. So I haven't reached that yet, obviously, but she even told me at the time of the visit, she was like, if you don't lose any more weight, or if you don't want to lose any more weight, I'm okay with that. Like, she's like, stay within this range and that would be great for you. She's like, you don't have to lose any more weight. I'm perfectly happy with where you are. And I was stunned because I was like, I went in there expecting like, oh, okay, you're almost there, or what else can we do, or how, not expecting that basically. And You know, I do actually think that I will be losing more weight, especially as I kick up my activity level and the way I'm eating a little bit. Just because the last few months, which I'm about to go into, have been a little bit slower for me on those things. I definitely think that whenever I implement those changes and adjustments to my lifestyle, I will continue to lose a little bit more weight. I already have. Just this past weekend, this past week, I've been really sick, unfortunately, and it already kicked me down a couple pounds, so I'm not arguing with it, you know. Excuse me. So, doctor's office is happy. I am happy. Yay. My goal is not to lose weight at this point, or I'm not really worried about losing weight. It's more just kind of how I feel, what my activity level is going to be, what my eating is going to be, just because I'm trying to move to a healthier lifestyle. And I'll go more into that in a little bit again. So, last time that you guys saw me, I went through a really big loss. I lost a friend that I was really close to. Although I have unfortunately lost, you know, older family members throughout my life, this was the first person that I was really close to that I had lost. And so I had never really experienced loss before, and I didn't realize how it kind of came in waves. So I still experience that loss sometimes, especially because we just had, you know, the 1 year since she had passed. And there's like a lot of, I didn't get quite, you know, much clarity on the reason of her death and everything. So that still was kind of frustrating. So there's been a lot of emotion around that. But it has gotten easier at least. And not to mention, around the time that I did my last video, a little bit after that, I went through a big mental health struggle. I don't know if it's appropriate or if it's an okay term to say, like, I had a mental breakdown or not, but that's what it felt like to me. It got really dark for a while. Like, I've had times in the past where I've really struggled with my mental health and depression and anxiety, but last summer I had it the worst I had ever had it. I'm so grateful for my support system, the people in my life, and my dog, honestly, because without them, not even gonna go there. But I think that gave me the realization that it was time to really get to the root of myself and my trauma and my past and who I am. And so I did go to therapy throughout the winter, all the way up until very recently, on a very regular basis. There were times that I went twice a week. Honestly, I went at least once a week for a while. And I love my therapist. She's great, guys. Love her. Miss her. So that was a hard time. And of course, I'm not sure if I mentioned this or not. Sorry if I have. With mental health in general is a struggle. But with weight loss, especially rapid weight loss, hormones in the body go crazy. I don't know what they do. And so with that, it's going to make your head go even more intense and get more intense and just kind of give you a struggle, a bigger struggle than you're already going through. So just be aware of that if you're going through, you know, a weight loss journey yourself. Your hormones can go all over the place. You know, I did struggle with more acne. I've always struggled with acne just because I do have a pituitary tumor, sits on the back of my brain. I've gone into that on a different video, so I don't want to go too far into it. But again, that affects hormones also. So I've always struggled with acne, but with the hormones and the weight loss and everything, my complexion was all over the place. Right now it's all over the place. You know, I did experience a little bit of hair loss. I did take a lot of biotin, and I tried to be as good as I could about my vitamins and medications and everything. But of course, with struggles, sometimes it's hard to even brush your teeth some days or get out of bed. So overall, I did pretty good with all of those. So I haven't experienced a ton of hair loss or hair thinning, but I have still experienced that, which is common again with extreme rapid weight loss, especially with weight loss surgery. So I was aware of that before I even had the surgery. I expected it. But I did experience it. Yay. Great. A rite of passage, I guess. So, this is my second time recording this, so I'm not sure what I've addressed before, so I'm hoping I can edit the video a little bit. So I do want to talk about what I did during the winter. Winter, I slowed down a lot. I didn't do my intense CrossFit or like lifting workouts much anymore. I honestly, if it's cold outside, I kind of become a hermit or I go in hibernation. So I might be part bear. I don't know. I'm sending a DNA kit away soon, so I should know soon. But I wouldn't be surprised if I have a bear in, like part grizzly bear or something, because I hibernate a lot, especially during winter. So anyway, I slowed down a lot. My eating was not great. I've again shared that I struggle with food addiction, eating disorder for binge eating, compulsive eating, constantly thinking about food in general, all that fun stuff. So just because you had surgery and just because you've lost weight and everything, that does not mean the eating disorder goes away, unfortunately. So I did add foods back into my diet that didn't work well. I experienced dumping. I'm like patting my leg here, sorry guys. I experienced dumping. I experienced what it's like to get extreme gas pain from not surgery, from eating way too many sugar-free candies. That's not fun. Keep gas pills on hand, guys. I've been overly constipated. I've been wishing I was constipated. I've eaten so much where I just have so much shame, and sometimes I sit there and I'm like, I just want to eat. I just want to keep eating. I don't want to stop. I don't care if it hurts. I don't want to stop. I want to have one more bite. And unfortunately, I have, and it causes all those issues. Thankfully, I haven't been having too many issues with that lately. I've really been trying to work on healing that part of myself and being more gentle and kind to that part of myself, because the guilt and the shame and the anger at it, it's not going to help anything. It's only going to make it worse and come back again. I'm slowly realizing if you actually work through it and heal, apparently that helps it not come back as much or as strong, even though I think that will unfortunately always be a part of my life. So winter I slowed down. It wasn't the greatest eating. With working out and stuff, obviously I said I didn't do the intense workouts, but I did walk a lot, or if it was too cold or I didn't feel like going out for a walk or whatever, I did I put on a bunch of my favorite music, and I just danced around my room. My dog looked at me like I was crazy, which is always kind of worth it then, right? Because it's adorable. But it was a good time, and it put me in a better mood, and it got me moving and sweating and just moving my body when it was winter time. So I think that was good. Good idea for me. I still do that. You know, I'll put some music on in the morning and I'll just have my coffee and just dance, you know. Also with that, I don't have the best like joints and everything. Like my hips have always been like a problem area for me, ankles, knees, and wrists as well. So I've been stretching a lot. I try to remember most days to do it, and it's honestly, I think, helped my body a lot, being able to stretch. So that's been awesome. Highly recommend that for anybody, actually. And I can post videos on some stretching if you guys are interested. So let me know. Now, with that, you know, I also went through some external changes as well in my life. I lived alone for the last, 7 years, I want to say, around 7 years. And I had a roommate for like maybe 2 months. Didn't quite work out. Very different, and with COVID, didn't want to risk anything. And then my brother moved in, my youngest brother. So my youngest brother, I'm 28 and he is 24, and it's his first time living away from our dad. So it was a big adjustment for him, big adjustment for me, especially living with a male again for the first time in many, many years. But it's been awesome having somebody here that's on a very similar level. Even though we're siblings, we actually had not lived together since we were probably, oh God, I was maybe like 15, I think, the last time that I lived with him. So we had to be 11. So it's been a while since we lived with each other. So it's really interesting to see like the difference in how we were raised, even though we were siblings. So that's kind of cool. But I don't know, I feel like we've been actually helping each other a lot, like with our development and stuff. So I don't know, it just is really good to have like a stronger support system to live with, and I like that. Through the last couple months, I've also been able to I've been able to discover boundaries that I can set for myself and for others. Not my strongest skill yet, but I am working on it. So as far as where I'm at currently, I'm definitely I like where I'm at physically. I just really want to get stronger. Having slowed down in the winter from my lifting and my CrossFit classes and such, I unfortunately did lose like a lot of muscle mass, and I've always been a strong person, so that kind of unsettles me in a weird way. Again, something I'm probably gonna have to work on. Always changing, always improving, always learning about myself, I guess. But yeah, so sorry guys. I did get laid off from my job. I got the notification in March, but officially the layoff date was mid-April. So, toward the end of May now. So I've been off for, I should say, on like a rest break in between jobs for about a month now, a little over a month. And when I first got notification of my job laying me off, obviously it was not a great feeling. A lot of negativity, like as far as my feelings towards it. Just because it wasn't anything that I could control. And that frustrated me because obviously I have control issues. So I did try to find work right away, burnt myself out, was going through a lot at the time anyway. I can't even tell you what it was. Honestly, I was struggling just with unhappiness I was absorbing everything from my job that I viewed as not being ideal for me. And I was just not very positive. I was not in a positive place, even before my job layoff. Not that that was the reason or anything. But I wasn't happy at the time. And so when I got the news, I definitely was even more upset than I already was. And it's COVID. What are you going to do? So I did immediately try to find a new job, and I kind of went into trying to figure out what to do. And I decided to take some time off. And I really viewed it as an opportunity after, the denial and the frustration and all that. I did, even before the month was over for us to leave, I did actually start viewing it as an opportunity because I knew that it wasn't what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. And at that point, I was kind of like, do I really want to continue to work for someone and like feel like I'm not being able to help anybody? At that point, even though I was in customer service, I was basically transferring people all day because of misdirected calls, or just trying to help people with questions that were, I wasn't helping people like I really want to. That's where I feel happiest and most fulfilled, is whenever I'm able to help other people, and I wasn't feeling that at the time. So, excuse me. So, short to say, I definitely did quickly find and see the opportunities that were coming from this change. And then since then, I've had some stressful times here and there. I've been sick, I've been whatever. But this time off from work for the first time since I started working, which was when I was 17, I want to say. So what, 10, 11 years? I've been working and stressing about everybody else, about being the perfect employee and, bending over backwards and trying to please everybody and get everybody together and do stuff and just give my all to these jobs, which, you know, like, you want to do a good job, but there was a point that I was trying to find myself in my work, and being able to kind of like step back and realize that that was not the type of job to do that for. That's what I've discovered during this time off, and I think that's been super helpful. So I have been grateful for this break and this rest. You know, a few months ago, I found out that, you know, I struggle with hypoglycemia, which is the blood sugar drops incredibly quickly. So that's been stressful for me. As far as losing health insurance, that was a little stressful. And then even before I left my job, I experienced a lot of jaw pain. And I realized it was coming from just how stressed I was and how much I was keeping inside. To the point where I had to get a mouth guard because I'm like gritting my teeth and my jaw so much because I'm so stressed. And I'm just like, I was eating my stress away before, and now I'm like grinding and gritting and just stressing myself out in different ways, and it's just manifesting in all these different ways. So what I'm trying to say is this time off has been extremely helpful for me, and I'm really glad that I had the opportunity for it. I know not everybody gets that. So I'm just grateful that the opportunity came for me at such a good time. With that, I am going to go a little bit into what's been going on and social media and stuff. So I'm so excited again. Yay. So, already, you guys may or may not have seen, I did some changes to my YouTube channel. I did an updated picture for the profile picture. I have a cute banner now, so you guys better check that out because it's adorable. I do have a new bio that you guys can check out just to kind of give you guys an update on what I'm going to focus on for my channel, because now that I'm a little bit further out from surgery, I obviously will still talk about weight loss surgery and give information about the process and the journey, but I also have so much more planned and that I want to address from my channel, that you guys might like to see that and check it out. So first of all, you guys might actually see me in upcoming social media ads on Facebook, Instagram, maybe Twitter. I'm not a Twitter person. Sorry, guys. I don't know if you guys are. I'm not. Used to be. Not anymore. But the reason I'm bringing this up is because my surgeon's office at SSM Health Weight Management Services, DePaul Hospital in Missouri, they contacted me maybe a month or two ago, and they had me film a testimonial video of my experience with the weight loss surgery and everything. It was really fun. Definitely never experienced that before. I have been taking more pictures of myself and like getting more pictures of myself taken. So I'm starting to get a little bit more familiar with that, but they had like a whole like photo shoot, and it was like at a venue that's typically done for like big fancy events and weddings. And like they even had like a makeup artist that came over, and she was like fixing up the makeup I already did and everything, because I'm not a professional, so I'm glad they had her. But she was helping me with that. And you know, everybody, I just was laughing because I'm like, no wonder why celebrities get such big heads, because if their team was anything like that team who did my testimonial, and they just were so complimentary. They were like, you're just beautiful, you look gorgeous, you look powerful. I'm just like, Thank you. No, I'm kidding. I actually was like, oh, thank you. Because I'm awkward and don't know how to accept a compliment, especially when they're thrown at you every 2 seconds. But it was such a fun experience. Everybody was so kind. It just was wild and so new. And then I hadn't done a video or filmed anything in a while, and I already feel like I struggle kind of with forming sentences and talking and stuff. And I was very nervous. So when they were recording my different reactions to their questions, I was really trying to be on it. So I'm hoping you guys will see me as far as that testimonial goes, because I did have a lot of fun. I met somebody awesome too who had surgery I think the year before me. So they recorded her, and it just was really cool to meet her and see somebody that was a little bit further along than me, that already had plastics too. So that was kind of cool, because I have been actually considering getting a breast lift. And sorry for my guy followers, but also not, because it's just part of life or whatever. But yeah, I have experienced some sagging skin. Obviously I've lost like a whole person, so yeah, I'm probably gonna have some sagging skin. Overall, I try not to let it bother me. Some days I'm more aware of it than others. And my arms, I don't know, like my arms, I don't like them, especially like over here. But it doesn't keep me from wearing tank tops, just because I get hot. Even at this size, like I get a lot hotter, so I'm like, tank tops it is. I don't care. Y'all can watch me. But my inner thighs, I am a little bit more, I struggle with those a little bit more, and giving those a little bit of love, because I don't like them. But overall, I don't think I've experienced like too much that I would like change, except my top. Yeah, I would definitely maybe have an augmentation or a lift. I don't know. But I am looking into it, so I'm excited for that. So as well, so we talked about the testimonial, so keep an eye out for that. I believe that's going live around July. So even if I'm not in it, obviously check it out, because they recorded a lot of different people and their experiences. So whenever that comes out, I'll post links and stuff for everybody to see, because I'm so excited for everybody to get to share their story. So I think that's awesome. So then stuff that's upcoming, that's really exciting. If you guys follow my Instagram, which please follow it, because I post a lot more on there, especially as I'm starting to feel better. And my friend and I, we took awesome pictures of me working out in different shots, and me and my dog today. So I have a lot of new great material coming up. So just keep an eye out for that. Excuse me. Okay, so I'll be posting more on Instagram. I did also get an influencer contract with, I don't know if I can say it yet. I don't know if they want me to announce it before the actual week that I'm supposed to take over the Instagram account for them. So I'm not going to announce it yet, just in case. But I have been hired as an influencer, like a paid influencer, crazy, to take over an Instagram account for a week coming up in June. I will have the exact dates soon, and then depending on if I can announce it or announce them or whatever, I'll also tag that information as well. But yeah, so I'm excited. They hired me to do 2 like regular posts like I do on Instagram all the time, just like where you can always go through and look. So I'll have 2 regular posts, but they want it to sound like me. They want it to be me. So I love that. I try to be as authentic as possible. And then as well as, I believe I'm going to do 2 of the stories or the reels. I forget what Instagram calls them. I am trying to get a little bit better about Instagram. And my friend's going to maybe help me with it too. So I'm trying to get a little bit better with technology, guys. I swear. I'm 28, but I'm 84 actually at heart. So that'll be fun. Also, I will have an additional post specifically as an ambassador. I know that there's so many Instagram like accounts that are like, you can be an ambassador and you get like a 10 or 20% discount off of their merch, and then they're like, we'll post it for you. So usually I take those with a grain of salt, especially because, you know, their items are a little bit more expensive. But there was one that caught my eye and that I will be an ambassador for. It's called Aware, AWARE. Has like an abbreviation after each one. I'm not sure if it's Aware Cause or just Aware, but I'll post that as well. But I'm gonna see if I can post it. What it is I think it's gonna be backwards, unfortunately. Oh wait, over here. So this is, ooh, my teeth. So this is the periwinkle Aware necklace. And what these do is they bring awareness to different things. You know how like ribbons do for pink for breast cancer. I think blue and white is typically like mental health awareness, and it's just different things. You know, gray I know is brain tumors. May is actually Brain Tumor Awareness Month, so I've been wearing a lot of gray and using gray a lot. But periwinkle brings awareness to eating disorders. And I wear mine for all eating disorders. And I identify with binge eating, compulsive eating, food addiction, but yeah. Sorry, it's a sensitive topic for me just because I've been through a lot with it. I shared a little bit with you guys, but it's hard to open up about that sometimes, and it's something that always sits on my brain almost every minute of every day. So having this has meant so much to me because I also was able to get it engraved with my surgery date. It probably is super smudged. Yeah, I was trying to see if I could get it, sorry. But it has my surgery date on the back of it just because I wanted to, you know, add the engraving on there just for an extra little special something. So I've been wearing this for a couple of days now, and it's funny how a piece of jewelry can end up meaning so much sometimes. But I will be having an ambassador post or something with them. So if you guys follow them or if you follow me, I'll post it on my page as well. But it'll be on their page soon. So if you guys get a chance to check it out, it's awesome. They have different sizes. This one's their larger size. They also have like a dainty size. And then they have like the colors and the combinations for everything. And then what's also awesome is they donate part of the portion of your order. Like, I think it's like 10% or something. I would have to look it back up. But they donate 10% to whatever like awareness or whatever cause that you want it to represent. So for me, it gave me the options of donating to a cause for eating disorders. Or I could even go as far as like being specific, like if I wanted to do like binge eating. I decided to do the all-encompass like eating disorders because I'm like, like everybody struggles, or I shouldn't say everybody, but anybody that struggles with food addiction, it's a food addiction. Like it doesn't matter if, you know, like you're restricting or overeating or, you know, binging it and or struggling with bulimia, like it's a struggle for anybody. So that's why I decided to do the eating disorders across the board. But yeah, so it's just, it became quickly special to me, long story short. And I'm just so excited to have the opportunity to bring more awareness to these things. And I'm hoping that as I grow, I'm able to help others as well. That's my long-term goal, actually. I do have a new job. It's going to be more physical. It's just like more of a smaller local business. I'll be mostly like cleaning and helping with like admin work. So I'm really excited for that. And then I started school, guys. I started school again. Last week was tough because I hadn't set a schedule. And then this week has been tough because I've been so sick and it affected my head a lot. Oh, sorry. That was my knee. I slapped my knee. But I started school. It's all online. And by the beginning of next year, I will be a certified personal trainer. And then by next fall, I will have my associate's degree in exercise and nutrition science. And then from there, I can decide to go into my bachelor's, which I'm pretty sure I will. I only see that as a benefit at this point. It just depends on my schooling and finances and stuff at the time. But overall, I'll have at least my associate's degree by next fall, which is insane to me. So guys, a lot of stuff I'll be able to post, especially if you're interested in like the weight loss side of things. If you're interested in like exercise and nutrition. Obviously I am not certified yet. I am not medically trained, and I will not be a registered dietitian. So please don't come for me for like those types of things. I will always refer you back to an actual professional. But as far as like exercising goes and like stretches and just like hearing about what I'm learning and me sharing that with you guys, if you're interested, let me know. And then, so keep an eye out for Instagram posts. I'm going to update my YouTube more often, have it all set up. I'm even going to have a new chair soon, just waiting for it to come in. And then I'm just getting so excited if you can't tell. So many good things are coming. As I continue to update more and gain more followers and stuff and begin posting more, I will also have giveaways. So make sure that you guys, you know, have a notification bell on. Let me know in comments what you guys want to see, what you want to hear, what questions that you have. And then also make sure that you're on Instagram, because I will connect my YouTube and my Instagram probably the most and do those giveaways. And I'm going to have some really good giveaways, especially for people that are like more active and share my stuff. Just because I really want to bring more awareness to this. And I would love to reach more people that are trying to figure out their path to health. And I would love to work with people that struggle with finding their own path to health, whatever that may be. It doesn't have to be surgery. Surgery is not for everybody. It's a great tool. I personally loved it. But I know that's not everybody's, you know, path. And I would love to help anybody find whatever path to health they want to find. So for some upcoming YouTube videos, I am going to post about weight loss, what it's been like, go a little bit more in detail about the successes, the fails, the struggles, what it's like to be able to do certain things that you weren't able to do before, what stuff I miss, what stuff that's happened that I haven't expected, that just kind of like makes me, oh. I'll also post some workouts. You know, I'm gonna have to film myself anyway for school and everything. I plan on sharing more on Instagram for that. So I can actually post like maybe quick workouts on YouTube if you guys are interested. I am going to post more videos about mental health and self-care, and how you can do that like in a physical way, or just like if you want to lay on the couch all day, we'll go over that too. So we're gonna address mental health and self-care. I would also like to include a video about being highly sensitive or a highly sensitive person. Not sure if you guys would be interested in that, but maybe I just will talk about it, and if it gets 0 views, it gets 0 views, but at least I get my voice out there. There we go. So, of course, I'm still going to post as much as possible and as much as people want to hear about weight loss surgery, the different kinds, where you can go, risks, stuff to do before, after, during, whatever. Yeah, let me know. I would love to also touch on spiritual growth stuff as well, because I think mental health, spiritual health, and physical health are all tied together. You know, I don't think that you can really have one out of balance without throwing them all out of balance. So I would love to talk more about that. Not sure if that's something that you guys would be into. Eating disorders, obviously I've addressed that quite a bit. And then maybe, not sure who would be interested in this, medicating yourself. So again, I'm not a medical professional. We'll always refer you back to one. But being medicated for your mental health, I have discovered the importance of figuring out what works best for you, as long as it doesn't hurt you or anybody else. So we can address that in the form of medication. So like I think I'm on Zoloft currently. We can address that. We can address the anxiety meds that I'm on. I don't know the name of those. We can address like vitamins and supplements that I'm currently taking. And then maybe if you're in a legal state, maybe we can talk about the green medication. You know, CBD helps, and some other stuff. So we can address that if you guys are interested. If not, we don't have to. But I would love to hear any suggestions, any advice. I'm just really excited to be back and be in a better place and get to share more of my story with you guys. Obviously this video is a little bit longer. I will be having the shorter videos probably, you know, within the next few ones. I just wanted to give, you know, a good solid update. But you guys can always reach me by email, Instagram, YouTube comments, or if you guys want to, you know, friend me on Facebook or even Snapchat, feel free. But I want to thank you guys so much for coming back, and I just can't wait to share more of my story with you and hear more about you. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your weekend or day or whatever, you know, whenever you're seeing this. Have a good one. All right, bye, my healthy allies.